Hello and welcome everyone to a different game this time. This one is titled Islanders, and it's a lovely, simplistic but still beautiful island building or island decorating and city building game that really doesn't have much objective other than doodling around, placing different buildings and markets, fields and farms until we create something aesthetic while sharing a relaxing time together. You listening to me talk and ramble on and enjoying the views together as well. This game was suggested by a couple of Hungarian viewers, and while I did already make a Hungarian video, I thought since recording this game I can actually record this and my voice at the same time. I don't need to do an after voiceover. Why not give you a completely new footage and find a different island, build something else? So I have my trusty high-tech setup of the microphone cable sticky taped to my chin. And we're going to start a new game right now. This island is safe and secure in the gallery where we saved it, so no need to worry about losing the progress. Now, let's do something else than we did in the last video here. Last time I tried to do something quite classic. Let's stick with a lot of ruins this time. So we can do circle ruins, just ruins and towers in ruins. We can have a couple of lakes as well, why not? Let's see, let's go with a fantasy biome. I don't even know what that is like. So let's explore it together. The island size is fine or medium, but we do like a little bit more green than usual, so we're going to stick with higher amounts of flowers and trees, and the clear climate is going to be just fine. I think that's fine. Let's go. I think ruins are so nostalgic. Oh goodness gracious, this is different. You know what? Let me set up something else. I believe there was, yes, a buildings aspect here. We've got Christmas, Easter, summer, Valentine's Day, Halloween, and original. Wow. It's none of those holidays right now, so I suppose let's stick with this summer aspect. Please reload it. That is fine. Okay, it looks the same nonetheless. Now these icons look the same as last time. I wonder if there's any difference in how they look after all. So we've got ourselves a lovely, somewhat alien looking double circle here. There's this sandy, that is also a circle after all. It's almost like a face, isn't it, with these being the eyes. This is like the chin. quite a lot of trees on this one. Very red, but very beautiful. We've got this almost aggressive looking rock outcropping piercing into the sky. I love this inside area. It's like a mini beach, but only if you're brave enough to climb down there. Or maybe there's an underwater connection here. Could also be interesting. And then we've got a couple outlying smaller islands, or just rocks in the sea, really. We have some gold here, I think. We didn't build a gold mine on the previous island, so I'm not certain. And this monolith statue there. So let us get to building. The scenario is that we come to this island as a group of explorers, maybe. I don't know, I'm making this up right now. Let me have a sip of coffee to help me think with this. That is nice. So, we come as a group of explorers and we will try to establish a little colony here without disturbing too much of the trees, these woods, you could even say. But let's see, we've got a bunch of buildings here that we can place. So let's go through all of them for those who are unfamiliar. We have this city center, tall looking building. Oh, and indeed, we've now got this umbrella, a surfboard I believe, and some palm trees or saplings right next to it. We've got mansions. Oh, they're very pretty. I like the light strings. So maybe we'll try to build a bit of a holiday village here. Let's make that the scenario. We are being tested by a tourism company, maybe, to build a traveler's paradise here. But obviously we will still try to stick with to a sort of harmonious balance with nature that's already here. Try not to remove too many trees. We've got some houses. We've got these huts, very pretty. We've got a water fountain. We have a couple of park designs that we can even combine to build something elaborate. We have a resort oasis. I think we're going to be relying on this quite a lot. Forgive me. We've got this tower, not really a lighthouse, but still something with a signal, it seems. Visual signal. We've got a monument of an abstract design. We have a circus. Can't have a holiday village without this kind of fun, can we? We have a shaman for the religious holiday folk. We have a balloon, beautifully lit up and decorated. And then we have some economic buildings, but still ones that I think very much took on the holiday spirit. They stand out, summer holiday spirit. A lumberjack, a sawmill, a fisher, a seaweed farm. Two different designs there as well. No variety here, but that's fine. We have seaweed fields in different arrangements. A tavern, absolutely quintessential for a holiday resort, I think. A brewery. This one looks different than the one on the previous island, even though there's no variations. And then we've got some hop fields. Or we can just use this as hedges or any other kind of plant. We've got a mill. Another field, quite basic. Looks like a green board in a school. A mason to make use of all of these rocks here. We've got a gold mine, possibly to be placed on the gold right here. There we have this kind of statue that you can already see here. And some help for construction, such as these plateaus. For walls, for water. It's even got some grass cover. And we've got this massive plateau for something truly monumental. Walls, maybe, to protect against the ebb and flow of the sea. This delicate little island, we don't want it to just be washed away. We got some warehouses. A market, very important. We have to generate some revenue in our holiday resort, other than, of course, the booking fees. Isn't it fun to play some stories behind these otherwise storeless games? We have a temple for those who are following maybe a more established religion than the shamanism. And I'm saying that because of course we have the shaman building. We have these sand pits. Haven't quite been able to figure out what these do or what they're supposed to be doing, but well, we'll see if we can find an application for them. We have brickyards, a jewelry shop, or maybe this can be a bank as well with this golden roof. And oops, we already placed that too. Let me remove that if it allows me. Thank you. Alright, so how would we decorate this island? Let's see, first of all we need an entrance for our resort. Now these places look quite steep and unforgiving to dock here, so I believe the ships should dock on this sandy beach area, which means that first of all we will protect some of this sandy area with walls so that the waves don't wash them away. Let's try to be as accurate as possible here. That's about enough, I think. And now we should build those docks, right? So we've got these water plateaus that will serve as the docks. Oops. Let's see what kind of variations we've got here. This one looks good. I think that's a good placement for it. There. And then the boats can dock right here. I hope they add more decoration, by the way, in maybe later updates of the game. Obviously, you know me, I'm missing some placeable plants, but if they added boats, that would also be very nice. We have, I believe, one half-sunken boat with the fisher, but you know, that's not quite functional. Okay, let me see, maybe we can extend this dock a little bit. We can put one here, just maybe a cargo loading area. Not that there will be so much cargo coming in, but you know, maybe some exotic delicacies that are being served at this holiday resort on this alien island. Maybe a meteorite fell from the sky, and that's how this strange red foliage and these weirdly symmetrical circular shapes got to the island. Or maybe this world is like this to begin with, and we are the strange ones for thinking it should be green. Anyway, what if we rotated this? Yeah, I think we should. Let me rotate this. There. Make it seem a bit more realistic and less planned. Now, I don't believe we need that here. So, this is the entrance, this is where people come in. Let's give them a nice welcome with a bit of a couple of plants here. Or rather, let's see, because we have to think about the buildings as well, of course. This is going to be the main office and maybe administrative building for this holiday area. Oh yes, we can place the buildings into each other. That's great, because we are going to do that. Just like that. On this side we can do something like that too. I like that. That is the main office here, like a visitor center and information point, where people can come and maybe book a stay or something like that. It could be extended towards the back here as well, couldn't it? Just a little bit. That's enough, and then right here in the back we are going to have a couple of plants. Just as long as you're booking and maybe having to wait a little bit, you can come out here and enjoy this garden a little bit. There, that's perfect. Now, there should be some more things here, so a couple of shops maybe. Obviously, well, I don't want to get too much into this part of the story, but you know, this holiday area runs on money, right? So we're going to place some buildings here, and we're going to say they're shops, so that if you forgot your swimsuit at home, or maybe, I don't know, what do you call these? Like, you know, you see the flamingo there? Oh, the right word doesn't come to mind. Sometimes my English knowledge just fails me. It's embarrassing. Nonetheless, those cylindrical things made out of rubber that you can inflate and then you can float in them. I'm sorry, I want to just stop the game and look it up, but we're going to refrain from that. So we have these shops here just offering a couple of supplies, holiday supplies for the visitors. But yeah, I think that looks good. Should we have a fountain here too? Oh yes, yes please. They do need a little bit of a wow factor, right? As they enter this resort, they need to be like, oh, this truly is paradise. So that fountain is going to help us achieve that effect. I think people are going to love our little resort. It will be cold. Let me take a sip of coffee and think about this. Unfortunately, it's just going to be called Froghead Land until I come up with a better name. Froghead Holiday Resorts. Maybe there's lots of frogs around here. Anyway, so then, as the visitors move on, in fact, let's make this area walkable as well. So that visitors can turn this way, because obviously they won't be able to climb this big rock here. But that's fine. Let me see if we can indicate their path. Not really. But that's okay. What we're going to do is we're going to use this for a couple of apartments, and people can just walk along here and go up to where they will spend their time, where they will stay. Oh goodness, I almost forgot, we need something like this so that the place can be spotted from far away, and also maybe a way to get nice views, nice panoramas around here. Very nice. That still fits there. I'll take it. So people are going to walk through here and then go up to this area where there's going to be a bigger hotel type of building, and that's going to be on this big platform here, built strongly onto this foundation of rock. Yes, I think that looks good enough. Now we don't want all these arcades to just be open like that. Maybe we can make it look more like an entrance to somewhere, right? Maybe with these huts. Yes, perfect. There's not a lot of variation in that, so we're going to use this shaman thing as well. Shaman building. And then that one can stay free. In fact, this does look like a little bit like a hotel entrance, you know, maybe with a rotating door as well. And now on here, we're going to have, oh, that looks very hotel-y. I mean, a little bit. But that would be too simple, so we're not going to go with that. Let's see what else we've got. We've got this jewelry shop. Oh yes, jewelry. Naturally, that should be among the stores here. On this walkway. Oh. Yeah, this concourse, I could say. Corso. And now we're going to assemble this hotel from all these lovely building units that we have here. And we'll try to make sure that the doors don't look or aren't facing the very edge of this platform, because that wouldn't make much sense. There's only walls here, really. That's nice. Oh, that fits there perfectly. Maybe the texture doesn't match perfectly up, but we're not going to mind. Oh yes, we can add these huts for extra detail if we want to. Maybe even a house for extra detail. I'm trying to find one where there's some windows, but not really. I can't find much there. That's okay. Let's continue building this with these mansions. There. There. We can fit a little hut here. It's going to be a little bit crowded, but I mean, it's a hotel. We're also going to build some more secluded and more spacious apartments. So don't worry. If you're trying to spend your holiday here, I promise you will find the best accommodation to your taste and liking. Okay. Oh, I think that's absolutely wonderful right there. There. It looks like there's a bit of an inner courtyard, and let's capitalize on that idea with this pool and a couple of trees. Oh, my friends, I think that's wonderful. I love it. Celebratory sip of coffee while it still lasts. Also, I forgot to mention the lovely part about being able to record voice and footage at the same time is that you get to hear all the keyboard sounds and the mouse clicks, of course. I hope, at least. We're not trying to make anything too loud. I was recommended to lower the game volume, actually, and so that my voice is the more dominant sound in the video, because as people are falling asleep, some of the sounds can be a bit sudden and wake them up. Obviously we don't want that, so I heeded that suggestion, and we'll try to stick with that in the future too. Perhaps except for no commentary videos that we might be making in the future. But yes, we'll see. Oh, this circus would fit in here as well, but I think I'm extremely happy with this pool design already. So, people can find their way up here to this hotel. Let me add this here too. Yes, please. What else? Oh, that works too. It's like a little outlying balcony where people can come and enjoy a little bit of a view on these sunbeds or on this beach mat right there. I love the tiny details. So let's see what else. I feel like we are giving a lot of thought to every detail, and that the island is still huge and we haven't built much there, but I think this is already nice. So, oh, some plants here maybe as well. So that, yeah, it's a, you can chill in this park along the wall. Right, so people come through here. Now this is going to be a beach area, maybe this one as well. So we're going to indicate that with, how do we indicate that? With some water platforms maybe? Because this looks like just docks. Except this, well, I suppose grass covered design. So we're going to place one there. Place one here. These are the beaches. Maybe it's a big mat, right? So that you don't get splinters from all the wooden boards or something. This monolith, no one knows where it came from. Not quite sure what we're going to do with that just yet. So next to the big hotel, let's see, we're just going to have some warehouses, I believe, because this whole area probably takes a lot of resources to run, and so far we haven't paid attention to that. So we're going to build a couple of walls, because we don't want people walking in the warehouses just like that for no reason. How do we do this? Yeah, maybe that way. And then a warehouse fits in here perfectly. That can supply the hotel and the entrance welcome area with all sorts of good stuff. Yes. And then why not have a couple of these plants here, just to make this large black rock look nicer. Wonderful. Let's continue. What kind of stuff do we need on the beach area? I suppose some huts. These could be just available to rent for the day. Or maybe you can even book a stay here. They are not the most comfortable or extremely luxurious, but they do the job, you know. You're going to spend most of your time outside anyway, in the water or on the sand, sunbathing. So it's not extremely necessary to have something with the highest degree of luxury there. Now, I think a tavern on the beach also makes sense. I don't know if this serves alcoholic stuff. There's a large watermelon slice sign on it, but also something that looks a bit like a cocktail drink. Let's put it back here. It's like a tiki bar, you know? Yes. I'm thinking what else we could use, we could build here. Oh, how about actually, yes, because those look much more like beach huts. They're a bit bigger, but these are not lumberjacks this time. These are just huts on the beach, available for rent and stuff. Yes. So we have the tavern. What was this? Oh yes, a brewery. Maybe later. Bricklayer. Market, circus. That's fine. Let's just then place. Oh yes, we have these huts too. We're going to have this at another place, but let's just place a couple of buildings here to make this bar look like a bigger establishment. There. You can come out here in the back and relax with some chill music. It's like a lounge area, you know? Maybe it turns into a proper party around nighttime. But before that, it's just chill stuff. There. We're not going to fit any plants in there, so that the people have space for dancing. And then we can, I believe, leave this as it is, because it's just a lot of people wanting to enjoy the ocean here, so let's not take any space away from them. I don't know what that does still. So far, that is wonderful. Let's move on, because the island has much more to offer. We've still got about 23 minutes from the hour, which I want to, the duration of the video should be around that. So let's build something on this area. This is going to be somewhere where all the guests can appreciate the wonders of nature. Or maybe that should be here, right? Like hiking areas? Good question. I think that will be here. So if you want to appreciate the wonders of nature, you don't want, of course, too much civilization, but we're going to add a little bit like a visitor center that also gives you, they have these pamphlets for children with a couple of quiz questions that they can just fill out as they walk along the trail, the hiking trail. And actually this market looks like it could be a visitor center too. Or maybe the circus. Where is the circus here? They're all going to have palm trees and neon signs, so yeah. This is like a visitor center. It's not a circus this time. It's built this way especially to be environmentally conscious, There. That's why it's such a light construction. So we have this visitor center where children can get the pamphlets and they can buy maybe, band-aids, sunscreen, water, things you might need to hike around this beautiful area. Now the beautiful area, we're going to beautify it even further with some more plants that we can add, although there's not too many. and they all include this stone path, but that's fine. We're not going to bother ourselves with that. Let's just add some. This is going to be the trail along which the children can walk, and of course the parents too. And it takes them around the island to appreciate just how wonderful it looks and how interesting nature can be. Don't want to remove any original trees, of course, but it's going to start from here. Oops, that was a tree that was removed, I think, and it stayed like that. That's not great. And then it comes into these woods and goes along. Yes, perfect. They can also take a little detour here. And never enough plants, you know me. And just find a little hut here. Just a bit more information and maybe a challenge as well. Or just a refreshment area, resting area with some shade from the sun. You know that the sun can be pretty strong around this island. We don't want anyone to get sunburned or anything like that. Heat stroke, that's it, yes. We don't want anyone getting that, so yeah. And then maybe this trail also brings the visitors down to here. Perfect. I don't know where they come downstairs, but you know, this island is not really generated with that in mind. We can't really terraform it, so I'm just going to say there's some staircases around here. Now the sunrise makes everything so vivid. That's nice. Okay, I'm quite happy with that. Now the nature lovers have a reason to come to the island. And of course, one more thing, if you are brave and strong enough to hike to this highest point, your reward is that you get to go on a hot air balloon ride. That's available here. We might have to remove that one tree from there. Oh, but there's a tree in the courtyard of this building, so that's good. There. And of course the balloon cannot be missing. This doesn't need to remove any trees, that's good. Even the hot air balloon has a watermelon slice on it. So yeah, you can do that. But you have to be willing to sweat a little bit to get there. That's the path leading up, of course. Okay, how do you like it so far? I think it's beautiful. I love how populated this area is, and then we've got a very untouched segment of the island too. But we're going to get there. soon enough. So I said there would be some smaller apartments, maybe more expensive ones, you know, but smaller, more secluded, more spatial apartments where people who want some relaxation can come. Not that there's any problem with the hotel, but this is the place where you can find some calm. Better yet, in fact, this is going to be a camp where you can come. It's like a camping place, you know, where there's not too many amenities. It's just, you can take your own tent and you can just walk in here and appreciate being one with nature, I suppose. That sounded very sophisticated. Yeah, not with a sawmill, please. No. But we can place some of these huts to complement our camping space. We did remove that one rock, but that's alright. This is another camping area. I quite like it. With a bit of a garden too. There. It's very blue, but I'm not gonna mind. There's a lot of things here that I'm not going to mind. I think I've said that I've said that a couple of times already, but that is the point, isn't it? Why would we mind anything? We're here to relax. Something looking off in the game doesn't hurt us in the slightest. But let us move on to that. To those more secluded apartments. I think they're going to be here. They're built they're built with rich people's interests in mind, you know. So they might cut down some trees, unfortunately. And they have direct access to this balcony. Well, this natural rock balcony. Such a human thing to cut down trees and then plant like small trees, other plants or something like that. And they all have these pools because obviously these are luxury apartments. There. Do they have anything else? Not really. Not really. I think that's about it. Okay. Okay, things are coming along very nicely. I still want to place a market somewhere. Maybe it should have been here, but now we've built that so neatly that I don't want to disturb it anymore. This is all nature, you don't want to hurt that. This side of the island looks very much unpassable terrain, so it's a bit of a challenge where to put our market now. Well, unless we put it on water. Let me think. Oh yes, I have some more coffee. That's going to help. Okay, it will help, but a bit slower. I don't yet know. Oops. Oops. Oh, it snaps to the wall. No matter how I rotate it, it seems. Alright. I will say that this area is going to be the marketplace. I am sorry, trees. The market is going to be here. You can come here from the hotel with maybe an elevator. You can come here by other means. But this is the market. There's a bunch of shops scattered around waiting for people on their holiday who are already fine with spending money to come around and do just that. And just we're going to place these extra houses, not extra but houses, as shops, selling all sorts of lovely supplies. We do need a couple of warehouses to store those goods too. And they are going to be there. And just some safety arrangements here so that people don't wander off the side of this cliff. Yeah, maybe we can do the whole cliffside. No, that won't work. It's better this way, I think. There. A little bit shoddy, but it will do the job. Yes, and then some smaller buildings, like there usually are around markets. We can place a tavern here too. And we can place the brewery here. If I find it, this one. Which is actually, it's pretty nice. They are selling not handmade, sorry, but artisanal beverages that they made right here. Maybe from plants available on the island, maybe not. Some extra smaller buildings are going to make this look a bit more lively, you know. They're all centered around this market though. That's the big selling point of this area. Yes, very nice. How do you like it? Not my market, that's silly. Our market. Maybe this camping is for people, you know this word? Glamping. It's like glamour camping, I think. That's where it's from. That's the etymology of it. For people who want the closeness to nature, but they also want all the amenities and comforts of not being in nature. I think it's a little bit contradictory, but well, these people can come right to the market and get everything they need for their camping needs. Beautiful. The weather is quite rainy here today, even cold for this time of the year, so it's definitely a refreshment to build something like this. I'm not a huge fan of the summer. It can get very, very hot, far above my capacity, or my body's capacity, what I can handle, but But there's beautiful and lovely things in every season. I'm not saying this to complain or anything. What should we have on this hilltop, do you think? That's a good question. I'm not quite sure what that should be, but we're going to build it here nonetheless. I don't know what that is. No? Part of that hangs off. Maybe we can place it better. That's fine. Oh yes, it's a bit of a different architecture with this angle pointing out towards the back. I don't know what that is, maybe another visitor center. But I think we've done a pretty good job on this one. And as we are nearing the 1 hour mark, I think this is the perfect place to end the video. Friends, we really should be proud of what we built here. I think it's wonderful. I think come summer there's going to be a huge queue at every booking office of people wanting to stay here, even if for a day or two. We've got a very nice, luxurious hotel, private, exclusive apartments. Oh, sorry. Let's go from the entrance. So we've got state-of-the-art harbor, docks. We've got a lovely visitor center, a beautiful park behind it, and very kind employees working in there. We've got this lovely fountain, some shops, and then you're on your way. As you're going up to your hotel room, you will walk along this beach and just see how much people are enjoying their vacation here. I think that's the most convincing argument we can make. And then you've got this beautiful bar right here on the beach with some huts. And then you've got a well-supplied hotel with a lot of greenery and beautiful little terraces and balconies for guests to relax on, as well as a small little pool on the inside. Then for the nature lovers, on this, well, maybe western side of the island, not that it matters, we've got a lovely and informative trail through these woods with a visitor center as well, but focused on the natural treasures of Rockhead Land. It leads down to this deeper lying area with maybe some interesting minerals and crystals in these walls observable. And if you're brave and strong enough to hike to this highest point, we've got a beautiful hot air balloon place from where you can see the entire island and beyond. Then, for those who like being close to nature, but not that close to nature that it's uncomfortable, we've got this camping spot. A little bit of walk from the market where lots of commerce takes place every day. There's a nice bar here selling homemade beverages. Again, all the shops are well stocked. And then we've got these private apartments for very exclusive, very important guests. I swear I promise, if any of my subscribers book a stay on this island, I'll make sure they get these residences. Yes, they're not even apartments, they're residences. Very fancy. So I believe Frog Headland is the absolute prime destination for any holiday maker. Let me know if you'd like to stay here. I will be opening bookings soon. You can pay me with either a like on this video, a comment on what you'd like to see next, or if you like this kind of content, and a subscription to my channel. That will get you the very best of, well, everything the island has to offer. Thank you very much for joining me again. Take care. Have a lovely day or night, whatever it is where you are. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.